Hi and welcome to Silver Soul Tarot. Today we are going to do an 11/11 portal reading. Okay, so this is all about personal growth and spiritual growth and manifestation. I'll introduce the decks as we go. I did pull out the 11/11 Angel Hour card as well. But first of all, let me just say, if you are new here, welcome. My name is Jo. If you are a returning viewer, great to see you again. If you are a subscriber, much love to you. So let's start, shall we? Like I said, I'll introduce the decks as I go. So this is the Angel Hour number. So this is Spiritual Awakening, the 11/11 portal. This is a sign of spiritual awakening, alignment and divine guidance. Open yourself up to the infinite possibilities and expand your consciousness that are available to you. Your angels are guiding you towards a higher power, purpose, maybe power, and a deeper connection with the divine. Okay, so we are going to use the Oracle of Portals deck first, because obviously it is the 11/11 portal. So let's see what portal is opening up for us to work with, what the energies are to work with on this 11/11. There's two cards here that want to come, so we are going to honour that. We have got peace. Okay, well, the 11/11, as everyone, probably most of the Western world anyway, knows that it is our National Remembrance Day for peace coming about at the end of World War II. So it is a day that we remember, Remembrance Day. I think Remembrance Sunday is actually technically today. I did see at my local memorial, which is literally opposite my house, there was quite a few people there attending a little service. So peace be with us. We're stepping into a time of peace. Hopefully we can manifest this onto a global stage. Let's all pray for that, if that's your thing, obviously. But yeah, remembrance about what has been, and learning from that and moving on past it, and being at peace, not just with your neighbours but with yourself, and with what's going on in the world. Let's all anchor ourselves down into peace, shall we? And see what this spiritual awakening brings us. Seclusion. Okay, so someone here, or maybe this is where you're going to find a little bit of inner peace, is being on your own, sort of secluded away. It's obviously not an energy you would want to stay in on a long-term basis. It doesn't hurt to seclude yourself away while you find inner peace, or while you work on that. So let's see what the messages are specifically, shall we, with this 11/11 portal we are working on. I've also got the Spiritual Wisdom Oracle, just because it is more of a spiritual awakening number. It's also a twin flame number, just for people out there who might be looking for a little bit of love in their life. This reading doesn't have to be about love, it's just whatever comes out, but let's see, shall we? We are being guided. Maybe Divine Masculine is being guided to us here in this reading today, or maybe we need to look at our Divine Masculines. Maybe we're about to find our Divine Masculine. Maybe in this seclusion and in this peace you learn what it is that you want from, if you're the Divine Masculine, what it is you want from yourself. Maybe what it is you want from your Divine Feminine. If you are the Divine Feminine, it's what you want from yourself and what you want from your Divine Masculine. Okay, but let's embrace this energy by cultivating the courage to face challenges, the wisdom to discern truth, and the resilience to stand firm in your convictions. Okay, let's take one more and see what else comes out. Throat chakra. Let your voice be a channel for Joe. Come on. Let your voice be a channel for sincerity, not ego, for understanding, not judgment, for love, not fear. Use it to unite. Oh my God, what is wrong with me? To unite, uplift, and encourage. Okay, I'm going to slide him down so we can see I was going to say the lyrics, but it's not lyrics, they're words. So lyrics here could be maybe someone's a singer, or you could be meeting someone who sings, or is an orator in some sense in their life. It could just be time to start speaking things into existence. Maybe sing. Can I fit that up there like that? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Perfect. So take that as it resonates, but definitely open up your larynx a little bit more. Start talking more, start singing more, start being more vocal about good things. Yeah, if you catch yourself saying negative things, try and you know, twist it round into something positive. Let's take these next. These are the manifestation or Moonology manifestation oracle cards. So like we say, the 1111 portal is about an uplift and manifesting. So have a good Google and a good research on what the best way to manifest during this time is. Let's see what the message is, shall we? Go deeper. Okay, now the next new moon will be in Scorpio. We are currently in Scorpio season, so and we have just hit 555 on the timer, and when I found that card, that was on the bottom, 555, embrace change. Okay, major shifts, transitions in your life, positive changes are unfolding. Opportunities, experiences, they're encouraging you to embrace these changes. So you are definitely being called to go deeper, to transform, to manifest in this new thing, whatever this new thing might be for you. If you've been in seclusion and finding your peace, then fantastic. You probably already know what it is that you're doing. If you're in that period at the moment, just keep going deeper. You've got to work with those dark energies, unfortunately, in order to see the light. You know, you've got to go through your dark night of the soul to see the sun. Relax. New moon in Cancer so Cancer, Scorpio could be something here. Even Taurus, because Taurus does rule the throat, so that's just something there for someone. But yeah, just relax, be peaceful. Maybe find a little bit of time on your own, but it's time to go deeper. I mean, when you go through something like a spiritual awakening, it's not normally done with others in tow. Let's see what that was. I just dropped a card. Hold on. So I dropped the 9 of Cups. Now this is the Law of Attraction Tarot, so I didn't even get a chance to introduce it. So it's supposed to be read slightly differently, and the card that got left behind is the 2 of Pentacles. So there could be some movement here, some travel. It could just be you're at a bit of a, you know, decision point. Do you go left? Do you go right? You know, do you stay on your current course, or do you turn around and change direction? Anyway, the 9 of Cups. Look at that achievement. Okay, so there is a sense of an achievement here of obtaining a goal, some sort of you know, reward is coming in. It could be that you've spent all this time taking care of yourself, because with that comes out the Ace of Pentacles. But in this, as you can see, this deck is not supposed to be read like a normal tarot, so I don't read it like a normal tarot specifically, although sometimes those messages do come through. But you've got this like caduceus energy. Okay, so there's this new healing beginning, but you have to close out the old cycles first, and it is quite a generally, dare I say, boring message that does seem to come through. Is, you know, you have to close out the old cycles before you get the new. But I think it's just because people need to be told that. You can't, you know, it's like a computer. You can't have all these tabs open along the top, you know, and expect your computer to run smoothly. You have to close down tabs. And, you know, every now and again, you even have to restart your computer. You have to, you know, put it into sleep mode. You have to turn it off and turn it back on again. Like, you have to, if you kind of, I don't want to say treat yourself as a computer, but understand that you need to have inputs and outputs. And you also need to have rest and recuperation. And you need to close out some of those tabs so that you can open some new ones. It starts getting a little bit easier. Wow. This card clearly wanted to come out. The 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're at this crossroads, okay? You are deciding, you could be going travelling. There could be some travel here for someone. Yeah, you could just be kind of looking in one direction and not really noticing that, you know, there's another way. But if you go into this seclusion and into this inner peace, which feels very inner peacey, but like I say, with the spiritual awakening, you're not doing that with anyone else in tow. It's a very unique personal experience, whether you're awakening or reawakening. So some people do find it, you know, in different countries while they're traveling, meeting different people and, you know, understanding different cultures. Maybe you have to take a little bit more of an initiative, a bit more of a step towards doing something more challenging for yourself, maybe getting out of your comfort zone. We've also got the, why can't I think what that card's called? Justice card. Oh god, I had to think then. It's a different number in this deck, so don't be surprised, because if you're used to reading tarot, you would think that the 8 of the major arcana would be strength, but it is in this judgment, not judgment. What did I say it was? It's judgment. It's being judged. It's having your heart weighed against the feather. It's, you know, deciding again, do you want to follow your heart or do you want to go with the mundane? It's about judging yourself and the situation that you are in. You can change anything you want about your life. It all starts with that single point of a decision that you decide, you know, the left or right. It was 11:11 when I said that on the timer. So you are at this decision point and you've literally just got to decide if you're going to go left or if you're going to go right. Are you going to go for the old or are you going to go for the new? You have got clear your throat chakra. You've got to speak it into existence. We have got the Hermit. Okay, so there's that seclusion, there's that inner peace, there's that road to enlightenment that you find on your journey to the top of the mountain, you know, in this journey, whether that's a metaphor or not. You are being guided. There's inner guidance here from the universe, from the star in the lantern down there. So just go with it. Just trust you are on the right path and keep going deeper. Don't overthink things. Relax. You know, it's not all done to confuse you. It's supposed to enlighten you and awaken you. You just have to take the right methodical steps. You've got the 10 of, let's get you in focus, the 10 of Wands. Okay, so that's your ships coming in. You've sent out this imaginary list, whatever it is you're manifesting. Go deeper, keep going deeper. But whatever it is you've been working on, whatever it is you've been calling in, is about to come in. The 10 of Wands in this deck, as you can see, the ships are coming in and they're happy about it. Let's get you back in focus. So yeah, you're on the right path, and what is coming in is meant for you. It's what you've been calling in. You've just spent some time on your own. So if this is not resonating with you, it's not resonating. Please don't make it, you know, force it to. But it's coming with the Chariot, full speed ahead. Look at him on his 4 horses being pulled through that portal. I believe he's just come through a little bit of a portal there. You're on this threshold of making your entire wishes coming true, making your entire life completely different to how it once was. You're about to obtain the goal. What is the goal? Pop a comment down below. You're about to step through this higher awakening portal. The 4 of Wands. So as you can see with her, she's sitting in the sun and she's enjoying the heat and you know, smelling the roses, flowers, and she's just sort of living her best life. And I think that's what's coming in for you. Let's get you all back in focus. Whatever this is that's coming in, and it's coming in pretty quick. I dropped a couple of cards, so let's take these as our last messages, shall we? You got the masculine again. Okay, so you got the Emperor. As you can see, if I get you in focus, he's holding a watch in his hand, or a pocket watch, you know, hopefully, I'm sure you can see it. I'm probably giving you headaches. So it's like the time has come. Okay, he's sitting there, he's waiting, he's like, where is it? Like, he's looking off and he's deciding again, you know, which way am I going? And there's this sense of time, like I said, it's coming in pretty quick. the time is now. That's what I'm getting with that card specifically. We've got Judgment. Yep, you're being called. So you've got some major arcana here. Okay, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with what this one is, which will tie up this message beautifully. Now you're being called to start something with the Judgment card. You're being awoken from your slumber. You are being called to start, if you haven't already, this new spiritual awakening journey. If you're already on it, you're being called to step out of this seclusion energy, and you know, you've done your learning. It's time to move on now and take the steps towards what it is that you've been deciding to do. Now we have got the Death card. Like I say, we are in Scorpio season, so this is the Scorpio card. It is death and it is rebirth. It is coming out of that cocoon. Someone here, whoever is watching this message is for you if you find it. You're in your transition. You have probably been in seclusion, especially with the Hermit card, if you're just coming out of it, or you're just about to come out of it. But there is this real sense of get up and go. Time is now. Let's get you back in focus. The time is now to get moving on whatever it is that you've been contemplating. Time to speak it into existence. Time to get hold of this new beginning and get going. Yeah, you're on the brink of this spiritual reawakening, this spiritual path, the next stage of your spiritual path, and these big changes that are coming in. This 555 that we've seen twice now. Yeah, I saw it and then I showed you the thing. Let's take, because I feel this is a sort of bit of a coaching reading. It's kind of like, yeah, come on, get up and go, especially with the Judgment card there, and the scales rebalancing, and this death and rebirth that you're going through, the spiritual reawakening. I do feel like it's a reawakening. It's someone who's been tucked away, going through it and working harder and closing out old cycles so you can have the new. That's what we need to do. Maybe you need to tap into your masculine energy a little bit more to make those sort of power moves, you know, to push yourself forward. Let's see. Anyway, let's take a couple of soul coaching oracle cards just to help close out the reading. Any other messages that want to come through, or anything that we can kind of coach ourselves through. Purification. Okay, so there's definitely a sense of cleansing here. Like I say, we've got Scorpio and Cancer up there, and they are both water signs. We are currently in Scorpio season. There's water here in this peaceful environment, this seclusion. There's some heavy water energy, and now we've got this purification. I mean, someone here might find it quite helpful to maybe drink better water, cleaner water, clearer water, maybe filter, or drink more water just in general, and you know, do some little affirmations and little prayers before showering or bathing, to help, you know, cleanse spiritual energy as well as sort of physical energy. So someone here needs to do a little bit of research around that sort of thing, you know, mantras and cleansing prayers, and maybe blessing water and things like that before you drink it, so we can purify some of this bad energy out the way. Not that I think you've got loads, but it's always better to purify it, cleanse yourself of it. And the last card we will take, peace. You've got 2 cards of peace. Okay, find some peace within yourself. If you're in a turbulent time with people around you, it's time to let go. You know, maybe practicing, we had go deeper somewhere up there. Maybe, you know, relaxing, bathing. Again, you've got water. There's something here about water. But forgiveness, forgiving yourself and forgiving others, and just moving on in peace, and just finding inner peace as well as outer peace. The more peace you find within, you'll find your external will follow. I'm going to leave it there and allow you to radiate your beautiful energy. Say thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.